Welcome, guys, back to Talk That Talk with your girl T, which is me. I trust you guys are blessed and I hope you guys are well. I know it's been a long time. Please forgive me for being an absentee. Excuse me, I've got a cold, so if I do sound nasally, that's because I am, okay? So I apologize. Not because of being sick, we can't help it, but I apologize for me being absent and the sound of the I don't know how the audio is going to sound. But yes, so I am back. T is back. She's back. She's back. She's back. So yes, I am back. And I've only gone 2 weeks, but still consistency is key. So I do apologize. Let me not justify myself. Life has been busy. It's been hectic. And that is part of the message for today's video. So enough rambling on. The show must go on, and go let's get into it.
Open up, you OPN. Hit you on BBM. We should be closer than friends.
Welcome, guys, welcome. So today's topic I'm going to be discussing is on transition. They call it Reset January, they call it Recharge January. Some people are calling it Veganuary, because vegan January or dry January, whatever you want to call it. I find January being a transitional month. Is a month and time of the year where you have either set your resolutions, your plans, your goals for the new year, and now we are walking in purpose, right? We're walking in motion of what it is that we hope to achieve. And January, sometimes you find yourself it's a month of change. So whether it's you going into a new job, or starting a new job, or coming out of a relationship, coming out of a relationship, so it was the end of a season between you and somebody, or you're about to go into a new relationship, or you're planning a wedding, a marriage, or changing up your career, joining a new school, picking up a new course, whatever it is, start driving, whatever it is. January is normally the month that is transitional month. It's when a lot of changes are happening and we are trying to get used to the new territories and grounds that we find ourselves in. Hence the reason why I've been absent for so long, because, well, for 2 weeks. 2 weeks too long, right? Is because it's a transitional month. A lot of changes have been happening in my personal life, which are very good, and adjusting to those changes has been hard. I'm just going to be honest with you, and taking that time out to really chill, be present in the moment, and adapt to my new changes. And this message today is just encourage anyone that has made a new change or are transitioning into something like a new job, or even going into a new relationship, or whatever it may, or maybe ending a relationship, whatever it may be for you, this transition period. Just know that God is with you, and He said He will never leave you or forsake you. He'll be your guide. He just trust in Him and follow Him and let Him lead you. And we don't know what's going to happen down the road in life, but the only thing that we can do, as we always say, we move, right? We continue moving. Even if things are not that great, we have to pick ourselves up and continue moving. And in this whole transition month, don't try to beat yourself up and put so much on your plate. Be present. Take in what it is, that whatever new change it may be, you starting a new job. Okay, take that time out to be able to gain the knowledge, and don't beat yourself up for not knowing everything and making mistakes and things like that. You will make mistakes. That's the only way you will be able to learn. It's when you make mistakes. Don't purposely go out to make mistakes, but we make mistakes, and from them, what we are supposed to do is learn from them. If we don't learn from them, then what is the likelihood of those mistakes resurfacing and continuing in a pattern that we don't want to perpetuate? It's when we sit down and be like, okay, I made a mistake here. okay, what could I have done differently? Okay, this is what I need to do for next time. And taking mental notes of those things and then continuing to do better the next time. And it's quite daunting when you start in a new job, because it's just like, oh my gosh, you have that pressure of, I want to know it all, I want to know it all. And then also that other pressure of, okay, I feel swamped with so much information. I just don't know. I feel burnt out. I don't know what, like, can I really, and even sometimes you end up even questioning yourself, like, am I dumb? Am I dumb? I swear, like, you've told me about how to do this yesterday. Why is it that I've come into a new day and I've forgotten what you told me yesterday? And that's okay. You need to understand that those that are training you, they know that you won't understand it all. You will not understand everything. Some people have been in companies for like X amount of years. They are still asking questions that you, fresh with knowledge, will have the answer for, because it's like you've just been taught that. And that should give you comfort knowing that, okay, I will never stop asking questions. And no question is a stupid question. Unless you're asking that question way too many times, that same question, then you need to question yourself and what is going on in your head. But jokes aside, don't feel shy, don't feel threatened, don't feel intimidated in whatever new situation that you find yourself. I'm just saying it as job because I'm just relating to myself, but in just general, whatever aspect of transition that you find yourself in, ask questions. You don't have all the answers. And even if that person doesn't have all the answers, best believe whoever you ask will have that knowledge, a little bit more knowledge than you, and also vice versa, because you fresh to the ground gaining information. And if it's a relationship and you have like ended a relationship, and this is your time to not just jump into a new relationship, get to know yourself again, spend some time with you. It's a transitional period. Date yourself, understand who you are, so that when the new relationship presents itself, that you be a little bit knowledgeable about what you want and what you don't like and what you do like, and learn from what mistakes that you did make in the past, not to continue those mistakes into a new situation. As they say, don't carry old bricks into building a new house. It just doesn't work. It will crumble. And whether it's like you start in a new relationship, like learn from each other, like ask questions, like build with each other, grow with each other, understand each other, and also respect each other's differences as well, because two people are not the same, but you need to be equally yoked to be in order to walk together, right? Like in the Bible, it says in Amos, how can the two walk together unless they agree? They need to be in agreement, in alignment, you know? The ox can't walk with a donkey. It's the pace is like completely like different. A gazelle cannot be walking with, like, you know, a meerkat. It just doesn't make sense. So make it make sense for your situation, okay? And if you're starting a new course or changing of career, and changing a career, like completely a different, picking a new career path, is a lot. It's a lot, because you've been trained in one field for so many years, and just to switch up your career and decide that I want to do this. So let's use, for example, if you've been working in, yes, say, the financial industry for X amount of years, and you decide that you want to, be an events organizer, or want to go into tech, or you want to, whatever it may be, it can be a scary, scary, scary road, because it's like you want to cling to your safety net. And that's also like when starting a new job. If you've jumped from one industry to another, you start doubting yourself, like, oh, am I actually in the right field? Do I actually want to do this? We want to hold tight to our, you know, comfort blankets and just be like, oh my gosh, no, I want to stay in my safe zone, my comfort zone, the things that I know, things that I'm knowledgeable about, the things that I'm so skilled at, that no one could question me, that I am the best in my game, in my field. But then, if you've made a decision to branch out and learn something different, the only way that you can do that is if you wholeheartedly commit to the course. And that's take a mental note, knowing that I'm not going to have all the answers. I'm not going to know half of what these people are saying. But that passion, that drive that you have within yourself is the thing that's going to perpetuate you, going to pull you to be able to seek knowledge and be able to enjoy the ride and the journey. And to be honest, it is scary. Believe me, it is scary, because jumping industries is like, what? Hold up. Like, am I sure about this? But honey, sweetie, babe, you are sure about this. Any fish that's in a new pond is scary, because you don't know the surface, you don't know your surroundings, you're not comfortable with, like, you, like, it's a fish in a new pond, I don't know what's going on. But eventually, in time, you will become comfortable, and you will be surrounded by people that will support you, that will help you climb the successful ladder within your career and within this new industry. And you even look back at yourself 6 months deep within and just think to yourself, like, hold up, like 6 months ago I wanted to quit, I wanted to run back to my comfort zone, whatever your comfort zone industry was, and give it all up just because of fear. Do not let fear get in the way of you developing. Do not let fear get in the way of you do not let fear get in the way of you growing. Do not let fear get in the way of you becoming the better, higher version of yourself. That self-doubt that talks to you in your mind all the time, you need to put it on mute. You need to zip it, lock it up, and tell it to shut up, and continue moving forward. Fear will come. You'll be nervous. You will never not be nervous about something or fearful about something, but it's about taking control of those emotions that come in that make you doubt yourself and make you question your skill set. You know who you are. When that voice comes in, shake it off and put something positive, replace it with something positive, to be able to let that be such a loud voice within you that doubt that comes and creeps in is silenced, because the voice that you have replaced it with positivity, encouragement, has silenced that little voice that we all have that's telling us, oh, you can't do that. Oh, who do you think to do that? Oh, you're doing the most. Honey, if you ain't doing the most in this life, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? This life is for us to live. That is for us to live. It's not a life to be partially like doing whatever it is that we need to be doing. It's not life that we should just be partial with. It's a life that we should be intentional about every move that we are doing. It needs to be purposeful. Like, someone invites you, so what is the purpose of everything? Of course, you have things for fun. Of course, there's a balance of everything. But then if you're just here, there and everywhere and there's no purpose behind it, or you're just doing everything, I want to just be a jack of all trades, and then you're not mastering none of what it is that you want to do, then what is the purpose in that? We need to be intentional with our life. And I say that to myself to remind myself, yeah, we can do it all. Probably not all at the same time, but we can in stages. And it's about conquering one thing before we move on to another. Sometimes you can do things simultaneously, but it's only you that knows the load that you can carry and what you can bear. So let us live our life purposeful, meaningful, intentional, and just strive. We are supposed to do the most. So do the most, sweetie, in this new transitional month of January. And another thing, when it comes to January, towards the end, we tend to fall off. We tend to fall off of that excitement that we had at the beginning of the year. Like, oh my God, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do all this and above. And that's normal, it's natural. Then the excitement dies down. It's almost like a deflated balloon, January the 1st, the balloon is so big, it's floating, it's high, it goes up in the clouds, and then towards the end of January, when it's like literally dry January, like when we're getting paid, hello, and that's when the balloon deflates, and then all of a sudden it's like back to square one. But don't let that be you. And also, that's why I said it's so important that we hold people in account, so that they be able to check in with us. It's not their responsibility to drive your goals, but they are there to to steer you in the right position and to check up on you. Like, are you doing what you said you're going to do, but you said you're going to do, that you were going to do? You know what I'm saying? Just to steer you in the right direction, so it keeps you back on point, and you're grounded, if anything. So that's enough rambling of me. I think it's how many minutes in? It's looking like it's almost going to 15 minutes. But you guys have a blessed rest of the week. Thank you for forgiving me also that of me being absent, and also forgiving that the fact that I sound very nasally. But have an amazing rest of the week, guys. And I wish you all the best for January to come and the months to come. Well, January's here. For the rest of the remaining days of January and the rest of the months to come. Take care. Have a blessed rest of the week.